Vieja Saubier 24 Daraga Albay.
So I actually got into Kung Fu when I was studying my master's in China, which is at Peking University, and I was studying Chinese cinema. I was so inspired because growing up here in the Philippines, actually, most of the films that I watched in the theaters were American. I never really saw myself represented, you know, this kind of morena, chinita kind of girl, Filipina. And so when I started watching Kung Fu films, it was so revolutionary for me to see this Asian woman as, you know, a woman as an image of strength and power in a center role. I mean, the training is so incredibly tough. There are no words to describe it. But there's something really magical that happens when you really test yourselves and when you really operate at your physical limits. And I think it was amazing to do it in that sort of setting. Oh my gosh, I was never a pageant girl, and I would definitely not say that I'm a pageant girl. I think, you know, I entered Bini Bini because I wanted a platform for my voice and my vision, but I wouldn't define myself through this pageantry experience. So I'd say I'm still very much a sporty girl. I'm, you know, a little bit intellectual, very passionate about my craft and, you know, my passions in film and martial arts. Yeah, very Filipina still, even though I won't be wearing the Philippines sash. What I really liked about my martial arts practice was when I was practicing, I would spend, you know, the whole day just, you know, focused on my physical craft. But of course, that's building your inner resolve and your inner resiliency. But during the evenings, I would really use that time to reflect on, you know, my life, what I thought I wanted to do, my purpose, and just being really introspective and just having that sort of, you know, intellectual interrogation day in and day out really prepares you for something like Bini Bini, where people are constantly asking you, you know, who are you? What are your views on things? What do you want to do with this? And I think just having an experience right beforehand where I was so to myself and so just isolated with my own thoughts, that really gave me the ability to articulate what I wanted. And I think that having that experience beforehand definitely helped me solidify it. You know, I was never really into pageants, actually, to be honest. Growing up, I was super tall, so I'm still very tall, I'm 5'11", but everyone would always say, like, you should do basketball or you should join a beauty pageant, and I was like, okay, like, I was never interested in beauty pageants because I only really saw it for what I saw, which was, you know, the glitz and the glamour, and so I turned to basketball and other sports. But it wasn't until sort of Megan Young won and I saw how many people listened to her and how she really had a say in what she wanted the Philippines to be. And so I joined Bini Bini many years later after I was done with my studies and got a lot of international experience. Well, I think the biggest thing for me, because I studied film and I want to pursue a career in film, and also through my martial arts practice, it's really honing in on this idea that Filipinas and Filipinos and Asians are strong. It's about really asserting our place and asserting our strength and reclaiming our power. There's a lot of racism still, and I think at the root of it is this idea that somehow we are not as worthy and we're not as strong. And through my work, I really want to challenge this. I joined Bini Bini because I wanted to expand our definition of beautiful. I talked about, you know, whitewashing, body shaming, about really accepting who you are and having self-love and, you know, taking pride in who you are as a Filipino. And I also wanted to make it more than just about beauty. I wanted to make it about inspiring our youth and the Philippines towards critical thinking and global ambition. And I'm proud of myself. I was able to really stay true to my intentions and to do so with honesty and integrity.